Hi, this is Rich McNutt, the author of Hunter's Choices. I have had hunters feel guilty about leaving meat in the freezer. Personally, I do not understand the hows involved in a printed recipe. I needed to be shown how to cook. So this cooking series really is for me. I have discovered that after I try a recipe several times, it turned out much better. Hunt smart by choice and good cooking. If you are like me and only have a few good wild game recipes, this show is for you. You won't believe how great you can cook wild game.
Welcome back. This is the Wild Things Show with Rich McNutt, and I'm Dominic Donald from Dynamite Catering. And today we are making Domos Soul Food Homestyle Fiesta. Our next thing on the list is our hot and sweet baked beans. These beans are a favorite at any barbecue, any party, and they stretch a long way when you add meat to them and veggies. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Right now I am going to show you I'm cooking with green, yellow, and red peppers. I also have tomatoes, which are red tomatoes, and then we have white onion. I have some barbecue sauce, some honey, some garlic, salt, pepper, paprika, and some steak seasoning so I can season my meat. And also Rich let me borrow some good bacon he cured a week ago, and we're gonna go ahead and use this cured bacon also inside of my beans here. All right, so first I'm gonna go ahead and add butter to my hot pan and let this butter melt. And I'm doing this on a medium heat because I don't want the butter to burn. Butter burns really fast, so you gotta keep your eye on it. Also, behind us, I have a pan going, and this pan is gonna be sirloin beef added to my hot and sweet baked beans. I picked sirloin beef because it's more lean and a little bit tender when you break it down inside of the beans. And now also, to my hunters out there, you can substitute ground beef for wild boar. You can do venison or, something bit of the extreme. And I want to go ahead and add my veggies to my pan here. And they're going to just fall. Just scoot them in the middle. I got all them beautiful veggies in the pan. And it smells really good. And as you can see, they're mixing pretty good. I want them to saute in the butter and let them break down a little bit. I move this out the way. Now, I'm also gonna cook with some sirloin beef, top-notch sirloin beef I'm cooking with right here. Break it up just a little bit inside my pan. You can hear that sizzle, means the pan is just right. All right, and now while all this is cooking in our pans, we just want to go ahead and give it some seasonings and season everything up so it tastes just the way you want it to taste. And for me, that's going to be a little hot because I like Cajun style. Right now, I got some paprika I'm adding to both dishes. I got some steak seasoning I'm adding to, of course, my beef. Now, the reason why I picked steak seasoning is because this is a sirloin beef. Sirloin is more close to steak as you could say a ribeye. We also have some Cajun. I'm adding just the Cajun just to my meat. All right, because that's what's gonna bring that spice out inside these beans. We're gonna save these two for last, which is our honey and barbecue sauce. And I also want to add just a little bit of garlic. I'm taking out maybe about a teaspoon of garlic right now. Adding that to my veggies. I'm going to top it off with some salt and some pepper. Mix my veggies up, as so. Let that cook a little bit, and now I'm going to go ahead and mess with my meat because I want my meat to break down and to cook evenly throughout the whole pan and to soak up some of these seasonings we just put up in here. I say this is also a good hunting dish when you're out camping or, you know, looking for some deers or something in the wild. You can cut up these veggies in the wild, get that meat out the packets, and cook this over a campfire. And I say eat it with dinner, you know, make some s'mores or something. I think this is a great dish you can have anytime you're out, you know, vacationing or hunting for some wild deer or something. So I'm going to go ahead and let this go ahead and cook a little bit longer. Now, after we get this going, our last thing we need to work on is our cornbread off the cob. A lot of people have not heard of that because, I mean, it's my variation of corn on the cob with a slice of cornbread at the same time. And I think it's amazing. I want you to see how I make it. I have some baked beans I'm going to use out of the can. 2 20-ounce size cans. And then this is a small 16-ounce size can. So if you're cooking for, let's say, 5 to 6 people, this is great. Anything more, you're going to need at least 3 or 4 more cans. I'm going to turn my heat down a little bit because the meat is almost done. I'm turning my veggies off and I'm switching heats. Now I can turn this one on a medium heat and get ready to mix everything together. We're going to mix our beans, our veggies, our sirloin beef, and then last but not least, we do want to add our bacon. The bacon is cooked already. I don't want it to be soggy and too overcooked, so I'm going to add that last. Let a little bit of this juice out. Right now, I'm adding veggies to the sirloin beef. I'm going to go ahead and mix in the veggies. And now I'm going to add my beans also. And then I just want to give it a stir everything together. The starch from the beans and the starch from the meat will, you know, sooner or later make this dish a little bit thicker. If not, what I do is I take some water, cornstarch or flour, I mix that up and I add it to the dish and then thicken it out at like a chili or like some kind of soup, depending on how thick you want your beans to be. I do like my beans to be a little bit thick, but I just let the beans do its own little trick with the juices in here, thicken its own self up. I think it's time for Rich to come in and taste this food. I've been cooking long enough. Come on, Rich. Need you to taste this food, man. I'm going to go ahead and sweeten it up after Rich tastes it and let me know what he thinks.
That's great. I've never had baked beans like that before with the veggies in it.
Oh,
That's
nice.
really
Nice.
nice.
So you think I should sweeten it up?
I'd like a little more honey.
All right, no problem then. So Rich says we can sweeten it up a little bit, which I think is a great idea at this point because you have the veggies and the beans and the meat, but you might need a little bit more sweetener. And to do so, you just want to add maybe like 1 teaspoon of honey up in here and mix that in. Just a little bit more sweeter because these are Cajun beans, but at the same time, you don't want to burn people's tongues off. We just want to give it a little taste of spice. So mix all that honey up in there. And now I just want to take some bacon and I'm go ahead and put some bacon up in here too. You know, you can't do without the bacon. You gotta have some good bacon up in here. I love bacon. I know you love bacon too. Who don't love bacon, you know? Why not? So I'm gonna add some more bacon. I feel like a little chihuahua right now, bacon bits. All right. And now I'm gonna add some barbecue sauce. I add barbecue sauce at the end because barbecue sauce gives a sort of a summertime taste to it. If you ever take something and put it on the grill and you add some barbecue sauce to it and you let it bake, you get that good, you know, that good soulful relaxation taste, that comfort food taste. That's what we're looking for. I didn't add too much barbecue sauce because we do have some beautiful ribs in the oven. We're gonna add barbecue sauce too, and I don't want to over sauce it. So we're gonna go ahead and let that simmer and then come back and finish these beans off in a little bit. All right, we're back at the Wild Things show. I'm cooking our soul food fiesta today, and now I'm going to take out my ribs from the oven because they are crispy and smell great. This should be also ready. Mexican corn, taken out. All this together is our meal that we call Domos Soul Food Fiesta. And I can't eat this meal alone. I have to call someone right now. One of my great friends, Rich. Pretty sure he's hungry. Got some plates here. All right, Rich, you got some forks?
Yeah, I got some forks.
All right, how's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. This looks great.
Yeah, thank you. So we've been cooking all day and got some corn, Mexican corn, some pork and beef ribs, some cornbread with corn on the cob, and some beans, some hot sweet baked beans. So you want to, you can help yourself, and we make a plate and tell the people how this tastes. I'm just adding a little bit of butter on each piece of cornbread to bring out that sweetness of that butter or that corn. So what did you think you might want, a beef or a pork rib?
Let's try a beef rib first.
Okay, so this beef rib is marinated in a brown sugar and a honey molasses. It also has garlic and bell pepper added to it. Then, did you want to try everything at once?
Yeah, we'll put a piece of cornbread on there.
Okay, so we got some cornbread for you. And then we also got our Mexican corn we made earlier. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You gotta eat this right out of the tin foil, else you'll miss all that goodness.
I'm with Dominic Donald from Dominic Dynamite Catering.
There you go.
And we got some wonderful dishes today. He's a Louisiana family-style chef. And we got some ribs, some cornbread, and some fiesta corn, and we got some beans over here too that look really good. So.
Yep.
Cornbread has a little bit of corn in it. So is this a finger food?
Well, you can say that, but we also do have some beans we cooked. You can use a spoon or your fingers. I don't know pretty people that eat beans with their fingers, but this is a dish right here that is very good to eat with a lot of people. To stretch your meals also.
So there's a little bit of Cajun spice on this rib.
We put some Cajun spices on these ribs. We also added a little bit of garlic to our marinade to lock in that flavor.
You'll have to go to our website, dimeo.com/on-demand/cooking-wild-game, and you can watch him make this complete meal. This is really good. So.
Yeah, thank you. You can just log on to there and watch us make this beautiful meal, and we give you the steps piece by piece on how easy we put this together under an hour, and you'll love it. Your family will love it.
Yeah, cooking time, including cutting up all the vegetables, is about 2 hours on this. But then there's enough food here for what, 10, 12 people?
And you can feed about 9 or 10 people with this food, easily.
Now tell me about these baked beans. It's got, we could put venison burger in here. There's burger in here.
Yeah, there's sirloin burger in here, but you can add venison. You can add any kind of meat you want to. One time I did add a little bit of chicken to it, like a chicken bean dish. I prefer beef because you can taste that flavor with the beans a little bit better when it mixes in.
We got a little bit of bacon and some veggies. What kind of veggies? We have peppers, onions?
We got some green peppers, yellow peppers, some white onion, some red peppers.
And there's a little Cajun spice in here too.
That's right. Because, you know, wouldn't be right without the Cajun.
Very good.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going to go find a chair to sit down at, so Dominic will have to clean up. So.
Well, I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. We hope you tune back in and watch us cook some more.
Enjoy.
Bon appetit.
You won't believe how great you can cook wild game by watching our professional chefs. You won't believe how great you can cook wild game by watching our professional chefs. Now with 100 plus episodes. For $6, get the best online wild game cooking show you will ever find. Visit www.vimeo.com/on-demand/cooking-wild-game. Enjoy!